Hey guys, this is Phil with Dirt Monkey University, and the project that we're working on is this townhome complex behind me. We've got about 18,000 square feet of shade-tolerant Discovery Bermuda sod going in behind these townhome units. The entire length of these buildings is about 1,100 feet long, and this project has presented a number of problems that I want to talk about, specifically utilities. All of the cable, gas, power, everything runs right behind these buildings. Right down the center is the main gas line. We've obviously located everything. We have had a number of lines get cut. We're hand digging in drainage from all of these buildings, every downspout, every air conditioning unit, all the condensate lines, surface basins. We're hand digging it into a series of storm basins that are already in place, and we're going to be putting riprap stone around each of the storm basins. So this project, we have had cut utilities, which I would consider unavoidable. So what you see behind me that I want to point out are these white lines. These are cable lines from Home Depot. Some of them are 50 feet long, some of them are 100 feet long. So because we're working for the management company at these townhomes, we don't want to inconvenience people. If you've cut a cable line, one of the fastest, easiest ways to repair it is to do this temporary field repair, which basically what we do is, see behind me, let me kind of pan around here, there is the cable box where all the main cable lines come in. If you open up that panel, you can connect in this temporary line. We have it run above our grass, and we connect it directly to the house. There's no splices. We don't have to sit there in the field and cut it and buy special tools. We just unscrew that in, and then we make this temporary connection. I call it temporary because the homeowner is still going to have to call in the repair. So the repair is still going to have to be done, but this gets their internet, their Wi-Fi up and running right away, and it's a nice way to not make people mad and to get it fixed very, very quickly for them, and usually people are pretty appreciative of this. The funny thing about this job is I was actually out here the other day. We cut 1.25 inch main gas line. It was clearly marked. There was a stump right on top of it, and we were working very carefully to remove that stump. And again, the root was wrapped around it, so as the stump was coming out, up came the gas line with it. So we had the fire department out here. It took about 3 hours to make the repair. So when I came out, now what I was proud of is that we have our policy in place, which means we call 911 right away. The crew knows that. We call in 811. We give them our locate number. They issue an emergency ticket for us. So all the processes were in place to handle this by the book and handle it the right way. Our I's were dotted, our T's were crossed, so we did it the right way. So the funny thing is I came out yesterday and I was about to make a video that was talking about that process. So as I started to make that video, we cut another gas line with a shovel. And again, that one was fairly well marked, but we were digging very slowly, knowing the gas line was there, and yet the shovel put a tiny hole in it, which again, we call 911, fire department comes out, we call 811, and they issue another emergency ticket number related to that case. So when you're doing this kind of work, make sure you've got everything documented, make sure all your ticket numbers are in place, make sure your crew knows what to do when something gets broke. When you're working on townhomes with this many cables and things that are in the way, accidents are going to happen, but do your very best to work with people, like installing temporary lines. Be very professional, be very courteous. It goes a long way to help people understand that these inconveniences are going to be worth it, because in the end, this sod and this drainage is going to look great and is going to work perfectly. So best of luck with your next project and working around complicated utilities. Have a great day.